Okay, I gave you some sappy stuff. I promise I'm gonna continue on life as a loner, but right now I'm gonna give you some comedy. This is the time I got mogged by a crackhead. So, like I said, I'm older than a lot of y'all. Not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all. So we didn't have certain terms for things, and like certain things, like we had an idea of them and why they were, but we just didn't have like the science, the terminology, and the studies that we have with it now. So I had become a dad at 24. Then like almost a year later, I became a single dad. So like for almost a year, I did not try to be with any woman or anything at all. I just focused on my son. But then I did start trying, not really to date, but just hook up a lot. Because like I said, if I find somebody I want to date, I want her to be on the same educational level as me and same income level as me. At the time, I was making over 100 grand a year. I had a new car, just bought my house, and I am a college dropout, but I do plan on going back. I am a pretty smart guy in everything except math. Math is my kryptonite. So anyways, at the time, I'm also gym max. I know y'all use that term a lot. I train every day. I lift weights. I train MMA, grappling and striking, and I worked at 2 jobs, and I'm a full-time dad. So like I figured, I hear a lot of that stuff that the older guys said, like, oh, be a good man, be responsible, have money, you're gonna find the right woman, which is a load of BS. So anyways, there's this chick, I knew her a little bit, and she knew me a little bit from college. She was probably like 20, I was like 25. Pretty girl. She came from a rich family, and a very educated chick. And anyways, she had started like just like like partying, going out, and I'd run into her every now and then. I'd be working security at places, and I'd see her, and we'd exchange numbers. So anyways, one day, like I said, you know what? I've been texting her. I'm gonna shoot my shot at her, and I'm by the college. Driving by, and I see her walking. It's like hot as fuck. I park my car, talking to her a little bit, and just talking. And she doesn't really want to talk to me too much. And this crackhead comes up. He's like coming up, walking like this, holding his pants up, sagging, and this guy's like some old black guy, like in his 50s. He's not wearing any shirt. He's ashy as fuck. He's not wearing any shoes. So I know the soles of his feet had to be burning because it was a hot summer day. And he's got like, stains on his drawers. He's got him sagged up all the way. And he's just like walking, and like, he looks like he's methed out. And I shoot my shot at her, and she completely like just blows me away, ignores him. He comes over. He starts shooting a shot at her, and I said, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're out of your mind. You're over half her age. She's like 20, you're like 55. But anyways, he comes up to her and he said, what's up, baby? I'm a real ass crackhead. And I'm watching it. And like, I guess they called this a thug maxim. We didn't have a word for it back then. And they call this is a Pookie and Ray Ray. I've talked about them in my video, like a Pookie and Ray Ray. Like, the game never stops for them. They keep getting women to the day they die. I swear to Satan, they keep getting them. And I'm looking at her, and she's like looking all like, like all into him, all starry-eyed. And I'm like, no fucking way, bro. I told her everything I had. I told her what I've been doing. I told her, I got this competition coming up. Things that should impress any average decent woman. And I said, and I'm thinking, I'm not I can't be that fucking ugly. Like, what the fuck? And all he says to her is like, baby, I'm dropping an album. I rap. And he takes out his phone. He's got this shitty old, like, a broken phone. It's all like cracked in the front. It's like one of those Obama phones. And he just starts playing, like, you can't really hear it because the audio in the back's very bad, and it sounds like he's just rapping over like the radio. But it sounds like a complete fucking garbage. And she's fucking getting turned on by it. She's like getting into it, and I just can't believe, like, she's really choosing this crackhead over me. And like, he tells her, baby, I'm a real ass crackhead. That's what he tells her. And like, she goes with him. They're walking on the road, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I just got mogged by a 55-year-old crackhead. I'm like 25, he's 55. I'm in a car, I'm employed, I'm making $6 grand, I'm training, I'm gym max, I'm fight max. He's out here homeless, strung out of his mind, and this is what's happening. And don't mind me, I just saw something out of the corner of my eye over there, but we're not gonna acknowledge it right now. But anyways, so like I have 2 jobs at the time too. And one of my jobs is this retirement home. I stayed there for a long time because I was looking after my grandpa. I stayed there from like age 17 to 27, helped look after my grandpa because, you know, he was put in this nursing home and nobody's really coming to keep an eye on him. And my grandpa has dementia. He gets violent. He gets a little too touchy with the nurses. So I got to come in there and be like, Grandpa, you know, chill out. I was one of the cooks. So behind around the retirement home, they had like independent living, like little trailers, and then more off they had like a regular neighborhood, and then it became like a ghetto. And there's this big store, think of it like a trashy Latino version of Publix. It's called Bravo. And I had ran into the chick's mother, and she told me her daughter had ran away. If I find her, if I could like, you know, like tell her to come home, or like tell the mom, give the mom a call, tell her where I saw her daughter and all that. I said, yeah, man, I got you. So like I'm getting off of work one day, and I'm driving, and I'm coming up past that Bravo, and I see that chick laying down next to that old homeless crackhead. They're like laying down on some cardboard, living behind the fucking Bravo. So she ran away from home, left her like, you know, like rich, lively lifestyle, turned me down. You know, I would have, yeah, you know, like, it's whatever. But I don't know how many other guys she'd probably turn down to be with this old Pookie and Ray Ray that doesn't have nothing to offer her, but probably like sex. Anyways, he ended up giving her an STD and got her pregnant with twins, and then he just bailed on her. He moved in with some other chick. I guess she had a trailer, and he was living with her, and he ended up passing away. He overdosed. I think by the time his kids were 3, poor kids. And I don't know what ever happened to her, but I think she gave her kids up to her mom to take care of. And I haven't seen her in years, but when I used to work still at that retirement home, I'd see her wandering the streets, and she just looked like strung out. But yeah, that's that time I got mogged by a crackhead. It happens, bro.